right, well, I think this is going to be a really interesting video. We had a great weekend. We bought a lot of stuff, and we bought in a lot of different categories. So you'll get to see a whole bunch of different things that we look for. So check it out. Well, let's start out with fishing gear. We spent $30, and we got 8 fishing poles and or reels, and some of them are pretty good. So when I was looking at these, they were just covered in dirt or dust, like they'd been sitting, you know, in a barn or a garage for years and years and years. So they looked horrible, and nobody was looking at them. So it's like, all right, let's check it out and see what's under that dirt. So we got this Shakespeare Tiger rod and reel combo. Now, all I did really was just take a damp cloth and wipe these things down, and they look great. And they were in real nice shape, actually. I mean, I tested them all, made sure they casted and retrieved properly. So anyway, you get this Tiger spin casting Shakespeare, and I actually used 2 of these rods. I've been using them for years. They're great. So most of this stuff is flea market. This will be $20 at the flea market. Got another Shakespeare Contender, no reel. That'll be $10. And one of these things that are very popular are these Shakespeare Ugly Sticks. And this has a Zebco 2020 reel on it, which seems to sell pretty well. They sell in the 20 plus or minus range, and the Ugly Sticks, we just sold an Ugly Stick for 40 something, I believe. Check out the sale right here. I'll show it to you. These are not the more expensive Ugly Sticks because these are made in China, but this Shakespeare Ugly Stick with the Zebco reel I can sell for 20 or 25 at the flea market. This other Shakespeare Ugly Stick will be 10 to 15. This Abu Garcia, another great name, of course backwards because I got them all, you know, set up this way. That'll be a $10 at the flea market. I got this Martin Classic Fly Tackle, 3-piece 8-foot rod with a fly reel. That'll be $20 at the flea market. And we got the Shakespeare Durango reel. That was on a rod that was trash, and I just threw the rod away. So all we have is the reel. And that's a $5 to $10 at the flea market. I can probably get 10 because it's super clean. Something I'd never seen before are these vintage True Temper reels. You can see right there, professional, I think, I don't have my glasses on, 633L maybe. And then this other one is a Unispin. They seem very popular and very collectible. The thing that's unique about these is that normally you push the button on the reel to release the line, but if you see here, the button is on the rod to release the reel so you can cast it. So to find these combos with the rod and the reel put together is quite nice. These are selling for 50 plus or minus per unit, and those are going to go on eBay, not the flea market. So we found this Saber 11-foot Saber surf casting rod, brand new with tags. Finding them, not this exact same one, but we've seen examples of this stroker rod at 100 plus. I'm going to put that one out on eBay and maybe go for 150 or 175, get an offer of 1 1/4 or something like that, because shipping is going to be expensive on these long items. Was poking through a box of fishing gear, just looking for stuff for myself. I mean, fishing tackle, I should say. And it was $1 a piece. I had 4 or 5 items in my hand, and the guy said, well, I'll give you the whole box full of stuff for $10. There's 31 items here, and I will keep probably half of them. But if you were to go buy this stuff, like at Walmart or Bass Pro Shop or something, there's probably $100 to $120 or $30 worth of stuff right here for $10. And I will use a bunch of it. And the rest of it will go back to the flea market. We'll easily get our $10 back out of it. So that's the fishing category. I've got a little bit of miscellaneous here. We bought this Morfam Genie Rub personal massager for $10, and they're selling for between $50 and $75. So that's something we always look for, these personal massages. We sold a bunch of them in the past. Empty Ray-Ban case for $1, and we will just use that to build lots and sell empty Ray-Bans, or if we get a Ray-Ban sunglasses without a case, we'll put it in there. Something we're always looking for are these very expensive supplements. Now they have to be, sealed and in date. And these were $1 a piece. This particular one, that's selling for about 40 plus or minus. This ordinary peeling solution, like a peeling mask, that's selling for only $10, but we paid $1 for it. And these Avanols PMs are selling for around $40. So that's $80 worth of stuff right there, $80 or $90 worth of stuff for, $3. So really is something to keep an eye out for. Now moving into the camping and outdoor department, we got this Coleman. This is a Coleman 2-burner lantern. That was $5. It's brand new. It's never been used. They're selling for around $50. You got this Coleman 1-burner propane stove, which was also $5. I expected it to be a little better. It's only selling for $20 or $25, $20 to $30 on eBay. So that's going to go to the flea market for $10. Bought this 1 gallon of camp fuel, white gas, similar to Coleman fuel, same formula, and for $2. And they're about $15 if you need to buy one of these right now. So I'll either bring that to the flea market or I'll use it myself because I do, use camping stuff. It was $2. We paid $5 for 2 of these Life straws. Now these are like just personal water filters, and they sell for about $15 plus or minus with free shipping. So for $5 we can get around $25 or $30 for those with shipping. So that's the camping stuff. We're always looking for camping gear and accessories. So, all right, now we'll move on to media. So whenever I see large lots of DVDs, Blu-rays, things like that, and they look pretty clean and got decent content, I ask, well, how much for all of them? And this lot, there's about 180 of them, and they said $30. So we took them home. It's basically 17 cents a piece, just a little under 17 cents a piece. So hard to go wrong there. We'll go through them, see what we want to watch. Most of the rest of them will go to, or they'll just go to the flea market for $1 a piece, or $3 for the, the season. Like this is the beginning season 1, that'll be $3. I saw like half a dozen at least in there. So those will be on the $3 table. The rest at $1 a piece. We sell the heck out of these things at the flea market, so I'm always on the lookout for a good lot of them. Okay, now here's something that I know absolutely nothing about. This Donna Dewberry Quick and Easy Murals and 1-stroke painting books. Now, when I see something, there's this much of it. There's 5 of these books, and there's 45 of these 1-stroke roses of all kinds. So she's basically teaching people how to paint, with single strokes. Seems quite popular. There's a lot of her stuff out there. When I see something and there's 40 or 50 or even 20 or 30 all on the same subject matter, I usually take a quick look and see if they're selling. And she seems to be selling quite well, actually. Not for a lot of money, but I paid $7 for all of this. These 5 books are all selling in the $5 to $10 a piece range. Those are going to go out in one lot for, between $25 and $30. These, again, there's 45 of these, and they're selling between $5 and $10 a piece. So even if we say $5 a piece for 45, it's $225. I'll start that lot at $195 and, make an offer of $125. We paid $7 for the whole thing. Moving along in the media, we've got a couple of VHS tapes that are sealed, and it was $1 for all 3 of these items. And we buy them when they're sealed. We put them together in lots, and as you've seen, we sell them, you get $2 or $3 a piece for them. And one of the things that you want to be looking for, even if you're not interested in VHS tapes, is this is a VHS-C adapter. So this fits into the VCR player. And I'll give you a quick example. And it's an adapter for these little VHS-C tape. So this tape fits in here, and then you can play it in the VHS player. So these sell between $20 and $30 a piece. So I always keep my eye open for those. Another category that we're always looking for things in are tools. And this got this little Polonus ceramic disc heater. We buy these things a lot. This one was $3 and they sell for a pretty steady 50 plus or minus. So we get those any chance we have. I think I have 3 right now, so time to get some listings done. Craftsman, a name I'm always looking for. And what I really like about Craftsman tools is almost every one of them has a number. So if you're looking at something you're not sure, you just pop in Craftsman 944603 and right away you can see what they're selling for, which is what I really like. And this one, it's all over the place, anywhere from $10 to $25 or $30. But when it's $1, I grab Craftsman tools. I don't know where that's going to end up yet. But worst case scenario, it's $3 at the flea market. But I think it's more like a $10 item. So, more Craftsman stuff. This was $5. It's a Craftsman multi-tool. It's got the bag. There's 3 blades in there, some sanding discs. It's got a battery and a charger. And it works. We call that the annoying saw, because it makes a terrible noise and only annoying to those who aren't using it. Anyway, that's like kind of an inside joke. Anyway, got this Reese trailer hitch. I just bought a truck that didn't have one, and this was $1. So can't go wrong there. You know, they're 20, 25 used and 40 or 50 new. So I'm pretty happy with that for $1. All right, so that's what we got in tools. On to the next category. All right, framed art is the next category. We're always looking for this. We don't find a lot of it, but sometimes there's some pretty interesting stuff. I'll start with this one. The original of this sells in the thousands of dollars. This is not an original. It's a Steinlen. It was printed in France. It's a largest format that we see for this particular one. And I don't know what we're going to get for that. We paid $10, and I'm going to take it apart, look in the back, see if I can get some better information on when or what it is, and see if we can send it to Swan's. If not, we're going to just put it back in its frame. Or Swan's Auction Gallery is where we send our art when we find good pieces, because they seem to do pretty well for us. Swan Auction Galleries in New York. And anyway, worst case scenario, that ends up hanging on the wall because we like it. This is a 1942 World War II era advertising for mobile gas. Don't know yet if it's a magazine cover. It's pretty big, so I'm thinking it's not a magazine cover. I'm going to, again, take that apart, see what's in there, get a little more information. And it was $2. Worst case scenario, it ends up at the flea market for $10. It's really nice. Don't think I'll have any problem getting $10 for, you know, gasoline advertising from the 40s, World War II era especially. These 4 were all $2 a piece. They're limited edition prints, all limited edition. James Wennerston. By James Wennerston. He's a Chicago artist. These are all Chicago themed, all 4 of them. Right now on eBay, this particular print is being offered between $100 and $200. And some of his other prints have sold in the $50 range, plus or minus. So we feel like that was pretty good, $8 for the 4 of them. What I'm going to do is take them out of the frames and offer them as a lot for probably, I don't know, again, maybe $200, considering that people are asking up to that just for this one. maybe $2.50 for the lot. And, you know, even if I get $150 plus shipping, I paid $8. So pretty happy with that. Again, it's nothing we knew about, but when we saw 4 of them all together, knew it's going to be a nice lot. We did a quick search of his name on eBay to see what his stuff was selling for, and it's like, yeah, you bet I'll buy those for $2 a piece. That was a pretty good buy. So if you've been watching our videos, you know we love new with tags stuff and new old stock. And here's some examples of new with tags clothing that we bought. These are military spec Polartec fire resistant fleece pants, you know, underpants. Brand new with tags. They're selling pretty steadily in the 20 plus or minus range. These were $3. We have this F&G Tech golf shirt. I think you can see right there, it's a $95 price tag on it. Can't believe someone would pay $95 for a shirt, but anyway, these are selling pretty steadily in the $50 range, so that's pretty good for $3. Realtree is a great brand to look for. Heavyweight fleece thermals. These were $3 and are selling 20 plus or minus. I'm actually keeping those. That's exactly my size and something I use a lot when I'm up in the White Mountains of New Hampshire. We get some cold weather there, and I'm outside most of the time. 2 pair of Izod American Chino flat front pants. You can see we paid $2 a pair, and you can see what the price tag is, $59.50. How can you pass that up? I love selling and shipping new with tags clothing because it's super easy to list. It's brand new, so you don't have to describe it very much, and you can't break it. And the profit margin is pretty good. You just have to keep your eyes open. You know, when you're looking at a rack of clothing, you see a tag hanging there. They're selling it for not much money. It's pretty easy to buy and sell this stuff. So anyway, like I say, we had a great weekend. Bought in a bunch of different categories. These are some of our favorite categories. Of course, we're not exclusive to those, but it's the categories that we know a lot about. We buy and sell a lot in those categories. You know, we've got the clothing, we've got the art, we've got the media, we've got the fishing, we've got the camping, and we've got the tools. Well, do appreciate you checking out our videos. I'm hoping this is giving you some ideas of stuff to look for. I know I learn about things every time I watch videos, and it's like, oh geez, I never even thought about buying that. But so there you go, some info and hopefully some entertainment. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell, and you'll know when we put up another video. All right, thanks for watching.